All right, I have some national news for you now. So, immigration authorities are now setting their sights on Southeast Louisiana to enforce President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration. This is Louisiana Republican Governor Jeff Landry. He joined Fox's America Reports, pushing back against critics of the operation, claiming law enforcement should be applauded. So, here is some information on that.
Just because someone is committing crimes and is in the country illegally, they get a pass? That's what Democrats are saying. It's ridiculous. I'm welcoming them to come in. We're going to take these dangerous criminals off the streets in Louisiana.
Here's another one.
What I don't understand is when fugitive apprehension teams around the country go in and take dangerous criminals off the street, we applaud them. We should be doing the same thing here.
Lawmakers from both parties signaled their support for reviewing the legality of a military strike in the Caribbean after a report claimed War Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered all occupants of an alleged drug boat be killed. Speaking to reporters, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt defended military officials, arguing the strike was in fact lawful. So here's that information.
With respect to the strikes in question on September 2nd, Secretary Hegseth authorized Admiral Bradley to conduct these kinetic strikes. Admiral Bradley worked well within his authority and the law, directing the engagement to ensure the boat was destroyed and the threat to the United States of America was eliminated.
It says the order, which could constitute as a war crime if found to be true, was dismissed by Hegseth in a social media post in which he called the report fabricated, inflammatory, and derogatory. More information from the White House restricting travel from Afghanistan after the shooting of 2 National Guard troops by an Afghan suspect last week. Again, here is White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt talking about this.
The Trump administration issued a travel ban for 19 countries, including Afghanistan. Special immigrant visas, which is a legal pathway to get here, which we know many Afghans have utilized to come into the country, have now been paused since the tragic shooting last week.
Here's another voicer on that.
The hard truth is that even when it comes to our legal immigration system, past presidents have failed to ensure that all prospective citizens love America, will add value and contribute to our communities, and will assimilate into our culture.
I also wanted to share, this is West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey was speaking to reporters earlier today in Charleston about the attack on November 26th, and he was speaking about both victims. Here, I believe he is speaking of Andrew Wolf, who remains in serious condition. He's 24 years old.
We were told that Andrew was asked if he could hear the nurse who asked the question to give a thumbs up, and he did respond. And